Hello my lovely Cancerians, welcome to your reading for October 2020. This is a general reading for you my lovely Cancerians. It's a reading for Cancer Sun, Rising and Moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting and supporting my channel. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to subscribe, to make sure you don't lose me and get my videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you will be one of the first to see my videos. Okay, so what am I getting for you, my lovely Cancerians? I'm getting a little bit of confusion. I'm getting confusion around you. So what is it that you are feeling confused about? What is it that you are not sure about? What choices to make, what decisions to make, what you're going to do. I don't know. There's just some doubt around you. There's some doubt around you. It's a point of a turning point, I want to say to you, a turning point of walking away or leaving things in the past, leaving things behind you, and moving forward. So I feel like there's a new start coming up here for you. There's a new start coming up here for you. Things are going to be different. I feel like you're needing to give yourself voice if you haven't already. I feel like you're going to get to a point where you really need to say certain things. You need to say certain things. It's almost like get it off your chest, something that you've been mulling over, something that you've been sort of churning away inside of you. You've got to externalize it, and you're going to get to a point where you're going to say it. When you do that, just make sure you don't do it out of impatience or anger and you blurt it out. It's better off doing it when you are calm. Do it before the explosion is really what I'm picking up here. Do it before the explosion. If you're going to say anything, do it before you reach that point of absolute frustration, absolute I've got to get this out and I don't care how it's received, because you will care later on. So get it out while you're still calm, while it's still not a big deal, so that it can be discussed in calmness as well. So there you go. That's for you, my lovely Cancerians. That's what's coming through for you. When we get to October, there's a lot of planning here for you. So there's a lot of planning. You've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of processing. I see numbers. There's numbers. There's things that you're adding up, things that you're doing, working with numbers, working things out. There's a lot of planning, a lot of thought. So swords are about mind. It's an air sign. It's about thinking. It's about mind, and so that's where you're processing. So there's a lot of processing, a lot of thinking, a lot of jotting down numbers, and just watch to the beginning of October, watch that indigestion. What are you eating that's such a mixture and a mishmash of things that is going to affect your digestion? I feel like I'm having some gastric reflux or something, but that's for some of you. Whoever that is, stop eating nonsense and start eating sensibly, because that's causing this. And that's also stress, I want to say. That's also stress for some of you out there, okay? So there's this planning and there's this thinking and there's this processing of what you want to do, playing with numbers as well, and this is because there's something new that's coming up around you, some new project. Are you buying a property, selling a property, moving, starting a new business venture? There's something to do with money here. There's something to do with money that is going to create new opportunities for you. It's like you're setting something up for somebody else as well. So it's not just with you. There's somebody else here as well that is going to be involved. You're sort of feathering their nest as well, I suppose, whether it's a child, that you're helping out. But it's a new venture. It's going to broaden your horizons. It's actually going to add a lot of interest in what you're doing and in your life. You're going to really enjoy it. You're going to really enjoy it. But, you're very much taking control here. You're very much teaching here. You're teaching them how to run a business, how to be business minded, what to do with money, but you're absolutely in control of this process. You're taking charge of this process, and you want to do that. You want to take charge, but just make sure you're not taking over too much control over this, and give them an opportunity to learn as well. So that's going to be really important here for you too. It's going to be good. So whatever venture it is that you're doing, and it's, for some of you it's going to be a big thing, for some of you it's not going to be, you know, something smaller, or it's a move a house, or there's something going on here with finances, with money, something you've been processing, but it's going to open up new opportunities for you, which is going to be really good, You've also got the Justice card, and the Justice card, you know, if there's contracts, leases, properties, business, anything, make sure that you've got a contract, make sure you go through legal channels, have things signed, sealed and delivered, as well. If you're in some sort of litigation, some sort of dealings with the courts or legal issues, there is going to be an outcome that is going to be fair, that is going to be equal, that is going to be good for you as well. So there's some sort of good outcome coming up here as well. So that's going to be really positive. There's a real balancing, there's a real weighing out, there's a real fairness. So if you're going into business with somebody else, even if it's a child, if it's a relative, if it's a family member, make sure you've got things legalized, make sure you've got things signed, make sure you've got things done. But if it's something you're doing for yourself as well, there might be some sort of you might need a legal person to read over something as well. But there's also this karmic balancing of things. So if you've been putting in a lot of work into something, there's a balancing out of that as well, which is going to be really good for you. This whole, you know, where you're moving to, what you've been thinking of, what you've been planning is going to have some really positive effect. It's going to be really positive. It's going to have really positive outcomes, so that whatever it is you've been planning, it's time to start moving on it, and you're going to have success with it. So whatever this new thing is that you're going to do, and it could be on a personal level, it could be on a business level, it could be on a work level if you're changing jobs, going for a promotion, changing location, investing money, I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, you're going to be really successful with it. And you're going to see some terrific results from it, which I feel is really good. It's really positive. So, you know, the time, I think for all of you, the time for processing is done. The time for thinking is done. It's time now to move ahead and take action, because you've also got the Magician here, and the Magician is the great manifester. It's, you know, so it's about creating the future that you want to create. It's like you're done sort of working for others, or working, you know, in a particular way. What do you want to manifest? What do you want to bring in? What sort of lifestyle do you want to create for yourself? Again, you've got the Chariot, and so that's completely up to you. What you create, how you create it, how fast it comes around for you, how big those changes are, is completely up to you as to what it is you bring in, because that's, you know, the Chariot. You've got the Chariot again, so it's about up to you as to you're driving this, you're bringing this around to fruition, you're doing this. Hard times are over, you know. I feel like there's difficulties are over. So by week 3 of October, it's like that sort of sinks in for you. It's like it sinks in and you realise, yeah, the hard times are done. The hard times are finished with. You know, I feel like that sinks in for you. I like that. That's over. What have you learned from it? You don't withdraw from adversity, you take charge and you make choices and decisions out of it. So there's been great learning here for you. The difficulty and the hard times are finished. They're done. You're wiser for it. So with all this forward movement, I love the Cancerians. You're also, you know, you finally realise that the difficulties and all the obstacles and that hassle of, you know, the past, it's finished. It's finished, and you can now move on with confidence. But it's also about you taking time out. So you need to take time out and rest. It's also about your dream life. There's going to be an active dream life. You're going to get messages coming through in your dreams as well. So pay attention to those. There's little messages. You know, the crow is the spiritual animal, and it's dropping flowers, which is good. They're good energy. It's good messages, and it's inspirational thought and how to move forward, because there is forward movement here. There's change coming for you. There's absolutely change coming for you, which is going to bring in a lot of new learning for you as well. There's new learning, soaring, reaching new heights. There's success here. Something's keeping you really busy, my lovely Cancerians. Something's keeping you really busy, but it's with joy that you do it. It's with excitement that you do it, that you can see that it's improving your lot. So for those of you that are being retrenched or losing a job, there's other doors and other opportunities that are opening for you. So let's not panic about this. There's other opportunities that are opening for you. And for others of you, that I feel like you're wanting to be relinquishing this job of great responsibility for a calmer lifestyle as well. I'm also getting that as well, you know, and it's about you having inner strength. Don't get caught up with your negative thoughts. You know, you're going to, by the end of October, feel really, really strong about something, really, really determined about something, and have strength in your convictions, strength in your plans, strength in your forward movement, confidence, positivity. It's about having positive thoughts, positive forward movement, knowing that your ideas are going to come to fruition, knowing that you're unstoppable, knowing that you can move forward, create these ideas. Word of warning is that you don't become your own obstacle. Don't let fear immobilize you. Okay, because there's an ending of the old ways here. There's an ending of the old ways for you. And new opportunities are opening up. So what sort of new things do you want to start? What sort of new way do you want to be? What reinventing yourself? What sort of new you do you want to be? What lifestyle do you want to have? Whatever plans and ventures you've got planned for yourself, there's great abundance coming for you in the next few months as well. There's great abundance coming, and abundance can be many things. You know, it doesn't necessarily just need to be money. There's more to abundance than money. It's, you know, in all aspects, whatever brings you pleasure, whatever you've been striving towards, whatever you've wanted to make of your future, because that's also going to bring about this new start, this new beginning. And I feel like 2021 is going to be that for you. It's going to be this new opening, these new opportunities that are coming up around you. Really interesting. So it's no time to be hiding in your shell, my lovely Cancerians. It's getting out and about, you know, really getting out and about and making things happen. You're in charge of making things happen for yourself. I really like that. Angels of Abundance. Okay. This one here fell out. Words of Abundance. Words of Abundance. I like this. How does your reading summarized? Is it summed up? You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance. And what did you have here? You had the Magician, didn't you? There, the Magician. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. And that's what's coming up for you. This real turn of events is coming up for you. This real success is coming up for you. So keep it positive. Leave the past behind. It's time for a new beginning. This turning point, new beginnings coming up for you. So I wish you many, many blessings for the month of October. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. Many blessings to you, my lovely Cancerians.